Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In case you don't know, my name is Caterina. A lot of people call me Cat, so either one is perfectly fine. And in today's pick a card reading, we are looking at what you don't see coming in romance. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. And if you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked in the description box below. All right, Spirit, we are looking at what you don't see coming in romance. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Okay, pile number 1, you have man holding a coin, and your stone is the zebra agate. Pile number 2, you have action, and your stone is black onyx. Pile number 3, you have rest and rejuvenation, and your stone is the peach moonstone. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the zebra agate, and your card is man holding a coin. So I feel with this card that there's going to be some kind of offer or some kind of commitment. And when I say offer, I mean like someone saying, hey, what do you think if we do this? Or, what do you think if we move in together? That kind of offer. There could also be a commitment as far as engagement or marriage. It could also be definitely with the coin that makes me think of the pentacles in the tarot, which can also relate to home, family, environment, things like that. So somebody making a commitment to you in those areas. And also I do want to point out to not get caught up on gender, because I always like to keep kind of the information open to more of the energy that's represented by the card than by gender. So I always just like to point that out to you. And I see with the sun shining here and all the flowers here, this, I don't know if it is or not, but it makes me think of lavender over here. And so I'm getting like there's a lot of positivity, a lot of comfort with whatever this energy is, whatever, there's some kind of movement forward or an offer to move forward with something, and I get a lot of positivity around that. So that's what I'm seeing so far here. Let's go ahead and look at your other oracle cards to start and see what else we can find out for you. Okay, Spirit, we are asking what you don't see coming in romance for pile number 1, please. Learning. So I do see that there is some kind of growth with the flowers and also the sun kind of nurturing that growth. And with learning, and also it's number 4, which can mean like a foundation. So with, I mean, like in the tarot card, to me, that's what that can mean. So with learning, I feel like you may be receiving an offer to take the next step or to move into a new phase with somebody. This could even be an offer of a just relationship in general. Maybe you haven't really connected with this person yet, and someone approaches you and says, hey, would you like to go out on a date? Or, maybe you've gone out on a couple dates, and then maybe this person says, hey, you know, what do you think about being exclusive? Or, you know, kind of something along those lines. And those are just examples, because this could also be representing kind of a partnership that's already past that point. Like I said, maybe moving in together, something like that. But with the learning here, I feel like there's a lot of give and take, a lot of being open to receive, being open to learn what you both want in a relationship, in whatever situation that you may be entering into together. So again, I'm getting a lot of positivity here and a lot of like learning about each other. So that's really positive. Let's see what else we have. Oh, and we have love. Look at that. I love these cards for you. So look at this card also. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at how these twines, I guess we could call them, trying to think of the name, and it's not coming to me. So how they're kind of woven together. So for some of you, it could be learning to love again. Okay, so maybe you're a little hesitant to get into a relationship with somebody, so it's kind of slowly learning, but being open, because you see this hand is open, it's not closed. So being open to love again. Others are just really ready to embrace a relationship and where it will be going. And it could be surprising for some of you, since this is what you don't see coming in romance. So there could be someone who kind of pops up out of the blue and says, hey, I'm here, you know, and someone who shows interest in you, someone who I feel is very affectionate, someone who may bring you flowers, someone who makes your heart sing, who makes your heart kind of, you know, kind of give you those butterfly feelings. And oh yeah, and then that's what else I was going to say with the flowers here. I do feel like there is a sense with this person that they do want to grow with you, that they do want to put effort into this relationship. And I say that because we have the sun here. Remember, I talked about the growth with the flowers here. So I just see someone who's really willing to put in effort into this situation. This isn't something that someone's like, oh, you know, let's just hang out for a little bit. This is someone who is really looking for something special. Okay, what else can you tell us? Okay, I'm not going to take those out because I haven't even asked the question yet. So let's start this over. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number one? What pile number one doesn't see coming in romance, please? Patience. So I feel for some of you with patience that you've kind of been waiting a while for someone to come along, someone who you can trust, someone who kind of feels the same way as you, like on the same page with what you want. And so you might have just waited so long that you kind of gave up. And so that's kind of where the patience card is coming in. Or it could be maybe you're getting impatient and Spirit is saying, just have patience. This person, because remember how I said this person is very caring. They want to give a lot in the relationship. It's like an equal give and receive. So if you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, Spirit says just have patience because it's going to be worth the wait. Okay. There's also a message about those of you who are learning to love again and have patience. And what I'm getting is have patience with yourself and kind of take things slow. Because this person that I see will be willing to take things slow if that situation applies to you. I think this also applies to this person, that this person is very patient, very loving, very patient, very understanding, very nurturing also. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm going to take this card because it really kind of popped up. I don't know if you saw that, but I definitely noticed it. Transmutation with Phoenix, very interesting. Oh, and also let me point out, because I didn't mention this, the words up here, foggy, bay, and patience. And this just came to me before I get to this card. Actually, they kind of go together. So let me set this here and we'll kind of talk about both. So the other thing, it's kind of like the fog clearing, and you see the sun here in the middle. And remember, I pointed out the sun here. So I really think that relates to those of you who feel like, oh, I'm never going to find my special person, or it's taking too long, or maybe for some of you, this might be like if you've gone through a divorce or something like that, and maybe you want to get married again, but you're not sure. Like, that whole process can be kind of daunting, you know, finding somebody who's on that same page with you. And Spirit is saying, have patience, because the fog is going to clear, and that's where we're going to get this transmutation. So new life, something, again, we're talking about something that you don't see coming in romance. So it could be unexpected. It could be completely out of the blue. And the thing is that it's worth the wait, because this person is so dedicated. It's like this person only sees you. This person wants to really wants to like start something and be in a relationship like for the rest of their life. Okay, so this is someone who's very serious about finding love and taking things seriously with learning about what you want, you know, how can they merge into your life? Does that make sense? Like, how can you two merge together and just create this really, really cool, beautiful couple? And so transmutation, Spirit is saying, have patience, because things are going to change, and it's going to be quite life-changing for you. So get ready. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? We are asking what pile number 1 doesn't see coming in romance. Okay. So we have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. With the Queen of Swords, I'm feeling like I'm feeling, for some of you, okay, so let me put this more generally, because it's applying to kind of all of you, but in different situations that you've gone through. I feel like for this group, you've kind of grown a lot from past relationships. And so now you know what you don't want. That doesn't mean, though, that every time we know what we don't want in a relationship, that doesn't mean that we won't fall into the same patterns as before, right? A lot of us have done that before. So what I see with the Queen of Swords card is that you have possibly previously, but recently, gone through kind of a transformation of like, no, I've learned lessons. I don't want to go through those again. I've learned who I am. Okay. So you really learned who you are and what you deserve in love. And you're not going to accept anything less than that. And I feel that it's this leveling up that you've done and that this other person has done. And that's part of this really, really cool connection that I see that could be happening for you. And also, Spirit is saying, say what you want. Like, don't be afraid to say, well, I want this, or I don't want this, or, you know, so really put yourself out there, you know, being honest and not holding back with what you want. So then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is really interesting because it really reminds me of man holding a coin here. So, and also this has a lot to do, it's connected to the learning card. I feel like you and this other person have gone through life, right? Neither one of you want to play games. You're both quite serious about wanting to settle down with somebody. You want a secure relationship. You want to feel secure in that relationship. You want somebody who will love you for who you are, and that's what this other person wants as well. And this person is on the lookout for you. We have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you've both there's a couple things here. So I feel like because of everything that you've gone through, because you're both so secure in who you are and what you want in life, I feel like that's really helped you both to communicate with the universe of what you want. It's like your energies have changed, and there's a lot of clarity in asking what you want. And I feel like that's also going to help the communication when you meet this person and as the relationship starts like moving forward. And I also feel like for those of you who are already in this relationship, it's like I feel like you're on the same page, and whatever this is, this offer or this idea to move forward with you, I feel like a lot of thought was put into it. This isn't something that this other person takes lightly. And so maybe some of you have had patience. Maybe some of you have wanted to move forward with your relationship, but the other person wasn't ready. Okay, in that case, Spirit is saying that this person is going to be communicating with you their desire to move forward, or their desire to ask you if you want to move forward, if you want to do this particular thing in your relationship. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is interesting that it's right below the Patience card, because with the Wheel of Fortune, this is things changing, right? This is if you've been waiting forever for somebody to say, hey, let's move in together, or, you know, whatever the example may be in your particular situation, you look at the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is changing. Not only that, but it's connected to patience and transmutation, which the transmutation is things changing for you, things changing for the better. So there's definitely some kind of change coming, no matter what situation you're in, any situation that I've mentioned or any situation that I haven't mentioned, because, you know, this is a general reading, so it's impossible to mention everything. So I just kind of try to give like a broader picture so that, or, you know, examples here and there so that you can kind of fit that into your own life. So we have the King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, this takes me back to the Page of Pentacles and also the learning card. It's like you've both learned so much in previous relationships, in your own personal lives, or even in this current relationship. If this is a current relationship that you're in, I feel like there's been a lot of learning that's happened, probably needed a lot of patience. But there's also a lot of growth. This is also kind of a slower moving process. Remember I said for some of you, if you've been looking for a romantic partner, it seems like it's taking forever. Some of you may have even kind of given up or kind of put that to the side in your life for now. So it is a slower moving process, but Spirit is saying that it's going to be worth it, because again, they're telling me this person coming into your life is going to be like all about the relationship, or this is where your relationship is going if you're already in a relationship. So there's a lot of protection here. This person is willing to, you know, go the distance with you, put in the effort, make sure that you have a secure life together, and make sure that your needs are being met and their needs are being met, and you're communicating, and all of these things kind of coming together. So we have the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups here, I feel like there may have been, see, this can relate to the Patience card where the fog is lifting. So it could be for some of you, I'm getting all kinds of different scenarios here. It's kind of like all the Seven Cups. For some of you, it could be that you went on, you know, 101 dates and you just didn't connect with anybody. But there's somebody coming in who's really going to fit exactly what you're looking for. For others of you, you were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this other person to kind of take this next step with you. And then you were kind of wondering, is it ever going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? What's going on? What are they thinking? Why aren't they doing this? Why are they doing that? And it's like, what I see with that situation is that fog clearing and getting more clarity and getting some sort of progress that you will be happy with in this situation. Kind of like saying, if you're thinking like, well, this is just never going to happen. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it happens. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands. Yeah. Didn't I say that somewhere? Did I say it? Yes. Okay. Remember with the learning card, and I pointed out the number 4, and I talked about that foundation because it reminded me of the Four of Wands in the tarot deck. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. So the Four of Wands is all about, well, I mean, it's about a lot of things, but for this particular reading, it's about having a secure foundation. There's also an element of some kind of celebration here. It's, do you see how this person seems to be like offering something? Kind of like, will you dance with me? Because this person over here is kind of doing like a curtsy or something like that, but taking steps to move toward the other person who has an offer. Okay, and remember here I said something about an offer to move forward in some sort of situation. So I definitely see that happening for you. And this is a good thing. I see you being very happy with this. Some of you might kind of take your time a little bit in giving the other person an answer with the Queen of Swords here because you had to wait. Some of you had to wait to get to this point, and so you're like, okay, I'm going to make you wait now. But ultimately, though, I see this like a positive move forward for both of you. Okay. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this, and see how this person's holding a coin again? Do you see how, okay, there's like holding a coin, holding a coin, holding a coin, and then holding a coin here. And obviously these are all Pentacle cards, but it's, and how this, obviously this is a wheel, but it's like right in front of you, how all of these pentacles are like right in front of you. So there's definitely a sense that this person will not want to let go of you, in the sense of, if this is a new relationship, this person's going to see something very special with you. This person's going to want to work hard on nurturing this relationship. If you're already in a relationship, this person, even though some of you, it may have taken some time to get to this point, this person doesn't want to let you go. This person wants you in their life. And they want to move forward with you. Okay, so Spirit wanted me to make sure that you know that if it did take some time to get to this point. Because for some of you, there's some kind of foggy thought going on here where either you think you're never going to meet your special person, or who you know, like, or your special person is not making steps to show some progress in the relationship. So that's going to be shifting. You're going to see that starting to shift for you. Things are going to be more balanced. Another thing I see here with the Two of Pentacles, let me move these up just a little bit for you. Another thing with the Two of Pentacles is you two complementing each other. Your life becoming more balanced. So whether you've been waiting to find love, or whether you've been waiting to take steps with somebody, no matter what's in any other scenario that maybe I didn't mention, there's more balance coming in. Things are going to start to line up for you. And I feel like you're going to start to feel more comfortable overall, no matter what situation you're in. And I feel like, because there's almost like, I don't know if it really is or not, but I almost see like a face up here on this card, and it's like, almost seems like some kind of energy coming down from that. And I feel like this connection or these next steps are kind of being like divinely guided. So it could be like divine timing, things just lining up perfectly for this connection. So we have the Five of Swords. With the Five of Swords, I feel like, interesting. With the Five of Swords, I'm feeling like a lot of you wanted to give up hope on things moving forward. Whether you're in a relationship and you're like, well, this person's just never going to want to move in together. This person's never going to want to get married or get engaged or whatever it is. And then for others of you, I'm feeling like, remember when I said with the Seven of Cups, like you might have gone on 101 dates and you still haven't found your special person? Some of you were feeling like you wanted to give up, or maybe right now you're feeling like you want to give up. Spirit is saying have patience. Okay, love is on its way. Things are changing. Things are definitely changing for you. The Five of Swords right below the Wheel of Fortune. It's your luck is changing. Things are lining up perfectly for you. We have the King of Swords, which is so interesting because we have the Queen of Swords here. And remember when I said that I feel like you've both kind of gone through previous relationships. You've learned a lot from those relationships. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. And I'm definitely seeing that here because you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, as I said. So you've both gone through a lot of like learning experiences in the past. You've transformed from those experiences. And I feel like neither one of you will be like, neither one of you want to play games. Neither one of you want to waste your time. Neither one of you want to mince words. It's kind of like, what I'm seeing is like, if you don't know this person yet, when you meet this person, it's kind of like laying everything out on the table and being okay with walking away if neither one of you feel comfortable and moving forward. And then if you are in a relationship, I feel like either like both of you have kind of learned to compromise with each other and have learned that it's like learning how to move forward together when one person might not be up to speed with the other person. Does that make sense? And then kind of through that, learning how to still connect together, but also because that happened, it's like becoming stronger throughout that whole process. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, and then we have the Moon card here. So with the Moon card, I feel like there was definitely a sense of not knowing when something was going to happen or not knowing how something was going to happen. But holding on to that feeling of, well, I still think it's going to happen. Does that make sense? It's kind of like when I said that some of you may have given up hope on finding your special person, but you didn't really completely give up. You still had a little bit of hope, but you kind of just pushed that to the side. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's like if you were waiting for your perfect person, even though you may have given up hope, you still kind of had that hope and didn't completely give up. And we're hoping that one day it would all work out, your person would show up. And then also kind of the same feeling if you're already in a relationship, like waiting for somebody to say, hey, yeah, let's do this. Let's move forward with this. Almost like where you kind of decided like, okay, let me just sit back and have patience and just see what happens, while you still had like that hope in the back of your mind that things would move forward. So that is what I'm seeing here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, Please like and subscribe, and if you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the black Onyx, and your card is action. With this card, I feel like you are either going to meet somebody that is very exciting, someone that you can do a lot of things with, go on a lot of adventures with, or if you're already in a relationship with someone, I feel like something's going to change. There's going to be some kind of action. Maybe you're moving somewhere, or you're traveling somewhere, or maybe you've been talking to somebody but you haven't actually met in person yet. Maybe for some of you, this person lives kind of far away. Maybe you met online, or, you know, something like that. But I get like such a sense of excitement here. Like, ooh, it's exciting and fun, and just like exciting times I feel like are coming up for anyone, for any area that you fall into, whatever's going on in your life right now. I feel like it's going to be really exciting. I feel like a lot of fun adventures are on their way towards you. So let's look at your other oracle cards and see what else we can find. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 2, please? What pile number 2 doesn't see coming in romance? Soon. Oh, wow. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, and also, because the action card makes me think of, well, actually these two together, well, both, okay, but especially with these two together, it makes me think of the Eight of Wands, which is a quick moving action card. And then with soon here, I feel like things are lining up. Things are lining up. So something's happening for you soon. I could tell you that. Some sort of like something fun, some kind of adventure. Again, it could be travel. It could be, you know what I just got is kind of like, this can be pretty specific, but some of you may be in a relationship and then all of a sudden one day this other person said, hey, let's just go get married. And you're like, okay, let's do it. And then you kind of just go and get married. Like some of you don't want a big whole wedding and production, and you just want that piece of paper, right? You just want to be together. You want to get married. And so for some of you, I see you taking that step very quickly. But regardless, whatever it is, it's fun, it's adventurous, it's exciting. You're both excited and happy about it. And it's coming up pretty quickly for you. We have love. Oh, so for some of you, you're looking for love. You haven't found that yet, but you will. And it's going to happen soon. And look at how fun. I don't know if you could feel the energy from this card, but I just feel like these horses are, first of all, these horses are kind of like best friends. These horses are partners. These horses are going on some exciting adventure. Where are they running to? Like, I feel so much excitement and looking forward to things in this card. Like, it's a really, really cool feeling. So I feel for those of you who are already in a relationship with somebody, there's going to be growth. Like, you're both going to grow together based on this excitement of, oh, look what we get to go do, or, you know, whatever exactly is going on there. So yeah, I feel like it's exciting times. And then if you haven't met your partner yet, like I said, it's going to be coming in soon. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? Protection, guardians of the land and protection. You know what I got from this card is that, first of all, there's protection on your journeys moving forward. So you're very protected. This relationship is very protected. You see how the twines here are kind of protecting the heart, and then how there's all the stars around it. kind of like protecting the heart and protecting the flowers that are inside the vase here. So there is protection in your relationship. There's protection with your adventures going forward. And I feel like you're also protective of each other and protective of your relationship. And it's also, I'm getting, the relationship is safe. Okay, so if some of you are just meeting somebody and it's kind of like this whirlwind romance, kind of sweep you off your feet type of thing, Spirit is saying that even though things may be moving very quickly, there's still protection in this relationship. Like, it's okay to move forward. It's okay to just be in the moment and enjoy this rush of emotions and the excitement and all of that. Okay? All right, what else? What else do you have for pile number 2? Magic, moonlit enchantment. How fun. It really, even though it looks so much different than this card, it's the magic. Remember how I was saying how exciting this is and just the cool feeling that I get from this card? Like, it makes me want to smile. It makes me want to laugh. It makes me want to, it's like I feel so alive, okay? Because there's magic in this connection. There's magic, there's love, there's sparks flying, okay? So, and again, if you haven't met this person yet, then that's what will be coming into your life. If you have met this person, it's like you guys get this great idea of like, oh, let's, like I said, oh, let's go get married, or oh, let's move here, or let's take this vacation, or let's start a business together. Let's, let's have children, whatever it is. Because it could be something, quite serious, like starting a business or having children, something like that. But it's like, there's so much love and energy and magic and excitement with whatever it is. And that is going to bring you two closer together, okay? If you're already in that relationship. So let's now look at your tarot cards. What else would you like to say to pile number 2, please? What you don't see coming in romance. Okay. The World. Yeah, it's kind of like you're starting something new together. You're going, you're starting some kind of new adventure, kind of closing one chapter, opening a new chapter. But in a positive way. It's not like, there's nothing negative here. It's like, oh yeah, we should move here. And so that's what the World card is, oh yeah, we should take this trip, or yes, let's start this business together. Let's do something. Like, you have so much passion and excitement, or you meet somebody and you say, you know what? I really like this person. They really like me. I'm going to go out with them again. Okay. So it's that kind of thing, starting a new chapter. We have the 7 of Swords. With the 7 of Swords, I feel this is taking us back to the protection card. So if things move very quickly, if you unexpectedly meet somebody and it's just like, you met somebody, maybe you even literally like ran into somebody at the coffee shop or at the grocery store, and you just kind of had some kind of connection, you started talking. Or if it's maybe you're already in a relationship with somebody and you're thinking about going on this new adventure with this person. So no matter what scenario it is, Spirit is saying that you can trust this connection. You can trust this idea. You can trust this person. And so if things are moving quickly, Spirit is saying that you don't have to fear that, oh, is this going too quickly? Or, oh, is this person for real? Is our connection for real? Spirit is saying don't get caught up in those thoughts, because For some of you, it may take you off guard a little bit because it's going to be so unexpected and happen so quickly. So just keep that in mind. It's okay to trust your feelings. It's okay to trust that you feel this love and this connection with this person. And Spirit here is saying that it's okay to take your time. It's okay to slow down if you want to. If you really don't feel comfortable, if you really are not sure if you should move forward with this connection, Spirit says it's okay to slow down. Take your time, evaluate things, make sure you feel comfortable. Because even though the energy is moving very, very quickly, I feel that this person is so connected to you that they will go at your pace. Okay. If this is the other person charging forward and you're saying, you know what, can we slow down a little bit? I feel that this person will say, oh, well, yeah, of course. Okay, so don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, can we dial it back a little bit? Think this is like a lot for me. You're protected either way. You're protected going forward if you want to keep that momentum going, and you're also protected by slowing things down a bit. We have the Magician. Yeah, exactly. You're protected no matter what, because to this person, you have everything that they want. They love everything about you, and they will do what they need to do to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel protected. They want you to know that they love you or know that they have feelings for you. They want you to feel secure. Okay. And for others of you, okay, others of you have manifested. Others of you have been thinking, oh, this is taking a while. I don't know if I'm going to meet that person. And then next thing you know, overnight, you just meet somebody. So if you've been manifesting, keep in mind that it could happen pretty quickly for you. Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly what I've been saying, that it could happen very quickly for you. It could be unexpected. Somebody may kind of just pop up in your life. It could be very unexpected for you, but it's a good thing. So just kind of go with the flow. Enjoy the magic of the whole experience. You don't have to kind of worry about things or worry about like what's going to happen with this situation. Now, you can take your time if you feel more comfortable doing that, because this is a slower moving card. Remember, I told you that this person will be patient with you and you taking your time. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. I keep getting adventure. There's some kind of adventure. There might be an idea. If you've already been with this person, there could be an idea that you've been thinking about, talking about, and maybe you've been waiting for the right time to pursue this new thing that you want to do with this person. And then, or maybe, and then it just kind of happens. And maybe you've both been trying to like get things settled in your lives. And then timing is like going to align perfectly for both of you, because you see these two people here. Things are in motion. Okay, the wheel is in motion. If things kind of slowed down, maybe you are waiting for your person, you are manifesting this person, maybe you had some relationships in the past that weren't ideal, and you were kind of manifesting something better for your life, waiting for it to happen, and then all of a sudden it happens. So just be prepared that something is on its way to you. Whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single looking for that person, things are going to start moving quickly. We have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, do you see this? Let me move these up just a little bit for you. So with the Eight of Cups, especially because it is below the World card. So the Eight of Cups talks about moving away from something that's no longer working for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something negative. It could be that let's say you're already in a relationship. Let's say that you're living in a city and you're both feeling kind of stagnant there. You're not really feeling like the energy anymore of that city and you want to move somewhere else. This could be you moving away from that situation, starting a new life, starting a new cycle, and it happening quickly. Because remember when I said that if you're already in a relationship, you may be like, have this idea that you want to do, and then all of a sudden it's the right time and you say, let's do it. It's finally time. Let's go. So that's what I see here with these cards, and it's happening soon. And then if you are single, what I see here is that being single is no longer working for you. And pretty soon you're going to meet somebody and it's going to kind of change your world. We have the Five of Swords. Interesting how the Five of Swords is below the Seven of Swords. So it's like there's an aspect here of, and it's interesting because some of your cards are coming up in a similar way as pile number one. With the Five of Swords, I'm feeling like there's, especially with the Seven of Swords, there's something about something in your life that is no longer working. So if you're already in a relationship, it could be that example that I just gave. And this is just an example to give you kind of an idea of how it can relate to your life. So the example of feeling stagnant in the city that you're living in. Feeling like that city is kind of draining your energy and that you just want to walk away from it, especially with the Eight of Cups here. And then all of a sudden getting that excitement. Like maybe you're taking some time to figure out how's it going to work? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? And then all of a sudden everything clicks into place and you go on this amazing new journey. And then if you're single, kind of, you're tired of dealing with people who aren't on the same level as you, or you're getting tired of being alone. Maybe you enjoyed being alone for a while, but now you're ready to share your life with somebody. And so you're ready to walk away from kind of this single life. We have the Hermit card. Yeah, so I feel like this goes hand in hand with the scenario that I just said, whether you're single or whether you are with somebody and things are going to change within your relationship, within your lives. So it's like taking time to figure out what's going to happen next, kind of waiting for it, thinking about it, waiting for the right time to do something together in this relationship. Or if you're single, what I see here in this particular card is this person saying, you know what? I think I'm done being single. I think I'm going to open up my computer and see what's out there, see if I can find someone I connect with. So maybe going on a dating site or something like that, and being ready to kind of come out of being by yourself, ready to share your life with somebody and taking those steps to move forward, especially because the Hermit is number 9. And then we have the World card, so it's like we're getting ready to enter a new phase, whether you're single or already in this relationship. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, there's some kind of delay, some kind of planning, not sure how to move forward here. So if any of you are wondering, is this ever going to happen? When is it going to happen? That kind of thing. Any kind of delay that you've had is going to clear up. Any kind of lack of clarity with how you're going to make it happen, or when is someone going to come into my life, or even like refocusing your own life. So let's say if you're single and you wanted to kind of up-level your own life before you get into a relationship with somebody, I see you getting to that point where things are changing, things are starting to make sense. You're getting clarity, you're getting more balance in your life, and now you can welcome someone into your life. And it's kind of like you hit this point and then the next day you meet somebody. And of course it might not be literally the next day, but you know what I'm saying. It can be quite unexpected. but a lot of fun. A lot of excitement. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands. Okay, I keep getting, so very, very strongly, these two scenarios of single and in a relationship. Some of you who are single, I feel like you feel like you've wasted your time before going on dates, and it is just a waste of time. And you've ended up walking away from all of these previous dates that you went on. Past relationships you walked away from, and then maybe you were single for a while, trying to find yourself, trying to figure out what you want in your life, where you're going in your own life. And now you're kind of like, okay, you know, or maybe you're still looking for that person. You haven't found him yet. And you're like, okay, am I ever going to meet this person? And Spirit is saying, yes, you're almost there. Don't give up. It's a little rough out there, but that special person is coming into your life. For those of you that are already in a relationship, I feel like you've been working on something. Maybe you've even been working on the relationship, or for others of you, you've been working on a project together or an idea together that you want to implement. Like I said, some of you may be moving, and it's like, is this ever going to happen? Is this ever going to happen? Yes, it is going to happen. It's taken a little while, but you have the Ace of Pentacles. It's a great idea that you have, and it's like going to revamp your relationship. And even if you don't need that in your relationship, it's just going to add this extra element, this excitement, this level of connection. So it's like taking your connection to that next level. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups here, I feel that very, very soon you're going to be looking at your situation quite differently. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like waiting for something to happen. And what happens is this magic coming into your life, and it shifts things. Whether you're single or whether you're waiting to do something with your partner that you already have now. Very, very soon, I feel that you're going to be looking at exactly what you want. See how the Queen is looking at this cup, admiring it. This person's very happy, kind of looking at it like, wow, can you believe I have exactly what I wanted and it happened so soon? And for some of you, it may not have happened quickly. So getting from point A to point B may not have been a quick transition, but from this time to when it happens is soon. Does that make sense? So, yeah, good things are coming your way. A lot of exciting things. Delays are clearing up. You are kind of opening up again to get back into the dating world if you're single. And if you're in a relationship, either way, I see some really exciting, fun times ahead for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is in the description box below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Peach Moonstone. And your card is Rest and Rejuvenation. So what I see with this card, if you're single, I feel like you've taken some time out to be by yourself, taken some time out to figure out what it is that you want in life, kind of heal from anything from the past, really focus on yourself. And if you're in a relationship, I feel like some of you may have taken some time apart, or some of you may have tried to rebalance the relationship. And what I really truly feel for either scenario is that things are shifting, things are healing, things are, for those of you who are in a relationship that maybe you had some kind of problems or maybe going through rough times, or I really feel like there's understanding and there's kind of like transcendence beyond the problems. So kind of fixing things is a very simple way to put it. I'm getting like just a very gentle, calm energy, kind of coming back to the table and talking calmly, or coming back and really wanting to kind of actively participate in healing the situation. Okay, so let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at what you don't see coming in romance. So we have guide. With guide, I feel like there is some sort of inner guidance, whether you're single or in a relationship. It's kind of like, I know I need to take these steps. I'm going to do these steps. I'm going to take these steps. I'm going to do these things. There's also like kind of slow steps, taking one step at a time, taking a step forward and kind of very carefully, very cautiously looking at the situation. What's ahead of me? What do I need to do next? So remember when I said if you're in a relationship, actively trying to, I can't remember exactly what I said because sometimes I get so involved, I can't remember what I said 2 minutes ago, but it's like being very proactive in the relationship to take steps to kind of heal things, right? So I'm seeing that here. And then if you're single, I'm seeing you kind of doing that same thing, only within your own life, taking those steps, healing yourself, fixing yourself, figuring out what you need to do to move forward in your own life before you get into another relationship. Okay, so that's what I see here. Let's look at your other cards. Okay, what else? Message of peace. Yes, 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 yes. Do you see that? How this card is so peaceful, and then you have this message of peace here. And also with these crystals, it's like a sense of healing. I feel like no matter what scenario you're in, any kind of example that I may have said or something else that you can see yourself kind of relating to, I feel that this was a necessary break, a necessary rest. And when I say break, maybe that's the wrong word, because I feel for some of you, if you're in a relationship, there may have been a separation, there may have been an actual split in the relationship, and then kind of individually trying to find your own peace, trying to find what you want to do moving forward, taking very slow steps moving forward. Others of you who are in a relationship who didn't necessarily split, it's kind of like coming to a breaking point that led to increased communication, that led to healing while you're still together. And then for those of you that are single, I'm feeling like you're finding your inner peace. You're resting from a stressful event, possibly a past relationship or something stressful that happened in your life. And you're finding inner guidance to kind of take care of yourself first before you may want to move forward into a new relationship. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3? Dragonfly spirit and change. See this card too, it's so sweet and peaceful and gentle. Very, very gentle. With all of this water here, it's like cleansing emotions, cleansing your body, getting to a better place. And this applies whether you're single or in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, there's change, but it's gentle change. It's like saying, okay, we really need to work on these issues. Let's do it together. Let's really put some effort into this. And if you're single, I feel like you're doing that within yourself, kind of finding a sense of peace in your soul, but also intense growth. So I'm feeling a lot of growth, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single, trying to work on yourself. And either way, I feel like you are working on yourself, even if you are in a relationship. And by working on yourself, that's what will help the relationship, because I feel the other person will also be working on themselves and then coming together and working on that relationship together. We have meandering pathway and flow. Yeah. Because if things were stagnant before, with this change, things are going to flow easier. Things are going to, because for either scenario, I'm getting some sort of energy that's kind of muddled, or things aren't, it's like clashing or something like that. Whether this is within yourself, if you're single, and trying to clear that energy out so that you kind of have like a clean slate, or just a clearer thought process going into a potential new relationship down the road, and kind of doing that same thing if you are in a relationship, so that things will flow easier. Do you see how things are kind of flowing here, flowing, and then the same thing here? So I'm getting such intense healing. Okay. And like I said, if you're in a relationship, that healing will be happening together. In the sense where if you really did separate, then I'm sensing that you will embrace the changes that you've both made together, and try to see if you can come back together completely. Okay. And then if you are in a relationship where you haven't separated, it's like things just start to flow a lot easier for you and coming back together more 100%. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3? What pile number 3 doesn't see coming in romance? The Page of Wands. Really examining things. What is the issue? So let's say if you're single and you keep repeating the same patterns in relationships, and you finally say, I've had enough. Let me examine, let me see why I'm doing these things. Okay. And having a lot of passion for that, really putting in a lot of energy to fix that. And the same thing if you're in a relationship, really examining what needs to be fixed, what needs to be worked on, and taking those necessary steps. Because I feel like there is, no matter what the scenario is, if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of love, there's a connection here that's worth fighting for. We have the King of Wands. With the King of Wands, I'm getting a sense of working through problems. Working through problems, whether you're single or in a relationship. Seeing things through. Putting in effort from the beginning to the end of this process. And I'm also getting determination, a sense of determination, and a sense of, let me show you this effort, let me show you, instead of saying, I'm going to do it. You and this other person are saying, no, not only am I going to do it, but I'm going to show you that I'm putting in this effort. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I see individually, I see a lot of success happening with this rest and rejuvenation, with this healing, with finding peace with a situation that may have happened in your life or in a relationship. And I see that there's a lot of growth here on both sides. okay? There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of effort being put into making things better, making yourselves better individually, making a relationship better, or making yourself better as a single person so that when you enter your next relationship, it's more of a healthy situation. And that would be because your energy has changed. You've elevated your energy. And so it's like the energy that you're putting out there, you will then be attracting something that is that same energy, someone who has also worked on themselves, someone who has gotten closure and moved on from past situations. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's definitely a time of doing things on your own, whether you're single or in a relationship. And if you are in a relationship, I don't mean that you have to not talk to each other and break up or anything like that. When I say alone, I mean doing inner work on yourself. And I really say that because that's what I see with this first card here. It's like meditating, doing some kind of energy work, or whatever that means to you. That could mean going for a walk, going for a run, going shopping for some of you, kind of clearing your mind, getting refocused, clearing out any stagnant energy, and then coming back together. So, healing can be quite a lonely process, but I feel like once you get to a certain point, that's when you see these changes happening. That's when things start to flow. And that's when you can kind of reconnect with somebody that you're already with, or that's when you can allow somebody to come into your life. So we have the King of Pentacles here. And, before I get to this card, I think that that's the unexpected thing, is that, first of all, you're doing this on your own, right? But the unexpected thing is that it works. That when you and your partner do this separately, but then kind of come back and say, hey, I've worked on myself, I've this, I've that, and then you realize that you've both done it, that could be the unexpected thing, that it actually worked, and your relationship after that will get easier, will be more grounded. And then if you're single and you're doing this inner work, maybe you have really enjoyed this time being single, and then all of a sudden you could meet somebody kind of unexpectedly, okay? Because with the King of Pentacles, I get that this is somebody who put in a lot of hard work into something. This is someone who wanted to fix something. This is someone who is not going to give up on the process. Someone who has so much growth around them. And this is a slow moving process, okay? The Pentacles are slower moving cards. But look at all the growth here. Look at all the change happening. Look at all the things coming together up here. Okay. Then we have the Devil card. And with the Devil card, let me move these over just a little bit for you. With the Devil card, this takes me back to why it's unexpected. Because it's kind of like, well, I don't know if this is going to work, but let's just give it a try. And that's because your ego can get in the way. That's because you could have an attachment to the way that you've always done things, or an attachment to the way you've always thought about things, or an attachment to your ego saying, well, I'm not the problem, you're the problem. And then breaking away from that and saying, oh, okay, well, maybe I am part of the problem here. Maybe we both have an equal role to play here. And so that's what I see with the Devil card, is breaking away from that. And that could also be what you don't see coming, because it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, that actually does make sense. I do need to change a little bit. And with those changes, that's how you get this great flow moving. And that can also be, if you're single, Okay, I need to move these cards up quite a bit here. If you're single and you do all this work on yourself, and then you have somebody kind of entering your life, it's kind of that unexpected, what you don't see coming. Okay. With the Emperor card here, so the Emperor and the King of Pentacles go together quite well here. The Emperor, you've done all this work on yourself. You've really worked really hard. You have this vision. It's like finally coming to a realization here that, okay, things aren't working. I need to make some changes. In implementing those changes, look at all the growth that happened with this tree, the tree beard here. And look at here, look at all the growth. But not only that, but do you notice how we don't have any leaves on these limbs here? Because we're changing, going through different phases, letting go of things that no longer belong in your life so that you can kind of rejuvenate and start over, like in the next season when the trees bloom. That's what I see here. Major change, major transformation. And remember, this is your change card here. Maybe I need to pull these two down a little bit so you can see what the words are. There we go. So definitely things changing, things moving for you. A lot of inner work. The Ace of Cups, yeah. And then look at the Ace of Cups, okay? This is such a great card. It's like things working out in your favor, things being protected for you. It could even be with this card here. It's like going out into the world more. It's like there's such this cleansing of energy. Do you see how this goes? Remember I talked about the Five of Pentacles and the Emperor here with the leaves missing? But then we have this release of the butterflies. So do you see all of the transformation that's taking place here between the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor card, and then the Ace of Cups? Major, major, major transformation happening. Whether you're single or in a relationship that was a little bit rocky. And doing that because putting in this incredible effort to change, to work through problems, whether it's internal or in the relationship or both. Okay? Because what I'm getting here is almost like going into the process of taking some time out. With the Devil card, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work, but I'll just do it anyway. And then it ends up working, and that's what you don't see coming. It's like, oh, well, that actually did work. I'm feeling a lot clearer. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm feeling better about finding a partner who matches my new energy, or I'm feeling very confident about this current relationship changing for the better. I didn't think it was possible at first, but I gave it a try. And now I see these changes and these shifts happening. And then with the Strength card, it kind of sums up everything that I just said. It's like once you start the process, having faith in the process that slowly, you're going to make these huge changes. And slowly, if you're in a relationship, you can learn how to work through your differences and how to continue to grow the strong bond that you have together. So continuing that to rebuild the trust that you need to have in the relationship. And if this is representing you as single, it's like moving forward in this transformative process, being gentle with yourself, taking your time, getting to know maybe why you've acted certain ways or why you've attracted certain people, or letting go of anything that hurt you in the past so that you can become your best self and then move forward. So I'm just seeing like a lot of kind of in this transformative process, it's kind of like, I didn't realize I could feel such peace. I didn't realize that I could actually change so much. Almost like I didn't realize that so much needed to be changed in order to move forward. We have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, this is someone who's so emotionally balanced, someone who is has a sense of calm and balance. There's a lot of healing here. There's a lot of, I get forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving someone else. There's safety here. There is, things are flowing better. I feel like there is growth coming from the Five of Pentacles here on the tree limbs. There's like growth. There's emotional growth. And I'm feeling like there's like slowly some kind of connection coming in. Whether it is, it's like re-examining. So here I'm getting someone re-examining a current relationship or re-examining yourself, saying, okay, I think I'm ready for a new connection with somebody now. Again, this is a slower moving process. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So this deck has two different kings. I think it's just the kings. And I leave them all in the deck because there is significance to me when they both come out. So, excuse me. In this deck, I think they're all like this, but let's just go with the kings here. So this king is a female energy and this king is a male energy. Now, if you have heard a few of my readings, you will hear me say this. Don't get caught up on gender. This is just the energy. And what I'm talking about in this particular instance is the energy between two different people. Okay? But with the two King of Pentacles here, these are two people. So if you're in a relationship, this is two people, you and your partner, who have put in a tremendous amount of energy to make progress on a particular situation. Starting with yourselves, we have the rest and rejuvenation here, working on yourselves, and then coming back together. I mean, not only do you have the two King of Pentacles, but they're right next to each other. So this is very, very significant here. To me, this represents how you've both worked very, very hard on yourselves, and now you're coming back together to work on the relationship, to see progress with this relationship that at one point you may have thought was over, or you may have thought it was hopeless, or you may have had intense fear that it would not work out for you. Okay? And then if you're single, this is what I've mentioned earlier in the reading. You worked on yourself. You really did a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-care. And so has this other person that you may meet unexpectedly. Okay, you may have somebody coming into your life. You don't see it coming. You're still working on yourself. You're quite happy working on yourself and you're doing a good job at it. And then all of a sudden, someone comes walking right into your life. And it may take you a minute to say, oh, am I really ready to bring someone in? Or maybe you say, you know what, I'm ready to start dating again. And then it happens. But the thing is that because of the energy that you put into yourself, into helping to elevate yourself and your energy, you're attracting someone who has also done that. So you're kind of on that same level with this new person who may be coming into your life. Okay, let's see what your last card is. So we have the King of Swords here. Very interesting. So there's a lot of transformation here. There's a lot of communication, learning how to communicate better and effectively with yourself. So being honest with yourself, facing your fears of saying, okay, I guess I need to fix parts of myself. So being honest with yourself, being honest with another person if you're in a relationship here in this reading. And I'm seeing like slowing down the chaos. So if you had any kind of conflict in your life, whether it's on your own or in a relationship, what I'm seeing here is like a weaving of peace, slowing down that chaos, figuring things out, mending things, working on things, attracting somebody who matches your energy. And if you're in a relationship, it's mending that relationship, fixing anything that wasn't working, and making it sparkle again, bringing back that spark in a relationship that at one point you didn't think was possible. And to me, that's what you don't see coming in this pile number 3. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching.